A pullback looks simple on the chart. Price moves up, pulls back, then continues higher. Price moves down, pulls back, then continues lower. But here is where traders get into trouble. They see any move against the current trend and immediately call it a pullback. That's wrong. A valid pullback isn't price moving in the opposite direction. It's about what that move is doing to the existing market structure. What is a pullback? Pullback is a price retracement that traces through the previous highest candle low or previous lowest candle high before continuation. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. We will look at two market conditions. One, uptrends, and two is downtrend. Let's get started. We are going to consider three moves in this video. We have impulsive move, impulsive move, we have correction, correction, and continuation. These are the three moves that we have. So this up move is known as impulsive move. This down one is corrective, and this is the continuation. For this diagram one, we have example of markets making impulsive move. It moved up, 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 and pulled back. As you can see, this candle that pulled back took out the low of the highest candle here, and this is a valid pullback. So we'll indicate this as a valid pullback. This pullback here in the diagram one is valid. Let's look at the second diagram. As you can see, here is the impulsive move and here is the highest candle. It pulled back, couldn't take out the low, and continued. This is invalid pullback. Call this invalid. This is invalid. Invalid. Let's change the color to red. The next diagram, we have impulsive move and corrective move, and as you can see, the candle that preceded this one took out the low of the highest candle. This is a valid pullback. Note, the candle color does not matter whether it is green or red. As far as the next candle took out the previous candle low, which must be the highest candle, the pullback is considered valid. As you can see, there is a positive move. There is a pullback that took out the previous candle low before continuation. We also label this as a valid pullback. So this is valid. Change the color to blue. Is valid. This is for uptrend. Is for bullish condition. The next one is the down trend. Let's look at it. Diagram 4, as you can see, we have impulsive move here going in a bearish direction, and there's a pullback. This pullback took out the previous candle high, which this is the lowest candle here, and the next candle took out the height of the lowest candle. This is a valid pullback. Label this as valid pullback. Diagram 4 is a valid pullback. Let's look at diagram 5. We have impulsive move. Let's look at this one. And this candle high is taking, but look at it closely. Here is the lowest candle. The high of the lowest candle has not been taken. This is not a valid pullback. Even though the previous candle high was taken, but it is not the lowest candle high that was taken. So this becomes inside bar candle. It's not a valid pullback. Label this as invalid. This is invalid pullback. Invalid. Change the color to red. I hope you understand the logic behind this. The next one, which is diagram 6, is here having impulsive move. And here is the lowest candle. The next candle took out the high. These are all red candles. Remember, the candle color does not matter. So this is a valid pullback. It took out the previous candle high before continuation. Once this continuation happens and took out the low of the previous candle, it becomes a valid pullback. This one is also a valid pullback. This is a valid pullback. Let's change the color to blue. The next thing is for us to go to charts and spot all the valid and invalid pullback. Here is an uptrend. We can just start from here. Here is the lowest. We move with this. As you can see, here is the highest candle and there is a pullback. This pullback took out this. So we are going to mark out the whole of this. This is a valid pullback. Let's change the color to blue. So we are marking all the valid pullback and price continued. There's a break of structure. Price continued up. And here is the highest candle. As you can see, this one has not taken any candle low here. Here is where the candle low was taken. Here is a valid pullback. Here is a valid pullback. And the high was taken here. To watch closely, this other candle that tried to pull back did not take the low. This is not a valid pullback until the low of the highest candle is taken. We cannot call it a pullback. This one is a valid pullback, but this one here is not a valid pullback. This, as you can see here, we have the previous candle high, which is this highest candle low has been taken by this. As you can see, this is a valid pullback and it stopped here, and the continuation thread and violated the high. Once it violates the high, this pullback is confirmed. This is what we have as our valid pullback. From here to here is the pullback. This is a deep pullback. Let's see a bearish condition. Here is a bearish move. Let's look at it together. Here is the lowest candle and it pulled back and took out the highs. This becomes a valid pullback. Here now, from here to here is a pullback. This is not a pullback. It's not a valid pullback. This is a valid pullback because here is the lowest candle. The high of the lowest candle has been taken by this. This is a valid pullback. This is a valid pullback. From here to here is the whole pullback. And there is a break of structure. After this break of structure, we see the lowest candle. It was taken out. The high of it was taken. We have another pullback. Here is another valid pullback. Another valid pullback. And there is rejection here too. This once the low of the previous pullback is taken, we can look for another pullback. There is a pullback here too. because the high of the lowest candle, which is this one, was also taken from here to here, is also a pullback. There's another, here is the lowest candle, and the high is taken from here to here, is also another pullback. There's a pullback here, and we move. This is the lowest candle, and the high is taken from here to here, is a pullback, valid pullback. As you can see, all these are pullbacks, valid pullbacks. No other low candle high is taken within this move. Here is the lowest candle, the high was taken here. So this is a valid pullback too. This is how to mark out and identify valid pullbacks. If you have any question, let me know in the comment section. Bye.